our busy world, family time frequently gets neglected. It is vital that we give attention to our families while we can, and it is especially important to give attention to what God says in His Word about our homes. For the next few minutes, let's join Scott Pauley as we open the Scriptures and find God's message for your family.
Hello, friends. This is Scott Pauley, and welcome to Enjoying the Journey. We are having some family talk this week, conversations with individual family members in our own home, and talking about some things that we trust will be a great encouragement to you and to your family. Yesterday, I had the joy of having a conversation with Dad about the importance of right priorities, and today we have someone very important on this episode, and that is my sweet mother. I thank God for Mom. She has been a constant encouragement to me through every season of life. And Mom, I'm thrilled to have you with us for the conversation today.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
I want to begin with a scripture, and I'm choosing this. Mom would not say this of herself, but I can say it of her. Proverbs 31 gives a description of a virtuous woman. It's a lengthy portion. It's a rich passage of Scripture, but every time I think of the closing verses of Proverbs 31, I think of my mother. Beginning in verse 25, it says, "Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come." I love the fact there's strength and honor, not just what she puts on, but what she's put in. That's her clothing. And it's connected here to joy. She rejoices in time to come. Then it says, "She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her." Mom, on behalf of Dad and me and Stacy, we're just so grateful for the love you've shown and the joyful way you guided our home growing up. That's really what I want to discuss today, because look, there's a lot of sad people in the world, and there are a lot of bad things going on in the world. But if you can keep home happy, you can make it. If children can come back and find a haven and joy, they're going to make it. What are some things God taught you about the importance of joy in the home?
Well, I think the very beginning of realizing that there was joy in the home was in my own growing up years. I grew up in a happy home, and my parents were just simple people. My dad was a coal miner and a farmer, and my mother was a stay-at-home mom. But we had a happy home. It was very, life was simple and not complicated like it is today. But I enjoyed being home. I loved home. So that gave me a foundation to want to have a happy home. All little girls dream of growing up and marrying their Prince Charming and having a happy home with children. And so I feel like that's what happened to me. I was able to do that. Very thankful that God put my husband and I together, your dad and I together, and that we have been able to enjoy. But I think the very principle is the foundation that what you build that home on is God's word, and the consistency in raising your children, the consistency between husband and wife, and that you agree. Sometimes you agree to disagree, but you agree, and the children see a united front, but they don't hear fussing and fighting and a lot of negative things in the home. But, keep it happy. Have music in the home and just keep it happy.
So what you're saying, first off, it's a choice.
It definitely is a choice.
I mean, it doesn't just happen. It's
No.
not just some magical thing. People choose joy.
That's right.
To rejoice in the Lord. Now, you saw in Grandma and Grandpa's home growing up joy and simplicity. That gave you a framework. Frankly, there are a lot of people today who've never seen that. They didn't grow up in that kind of home. And I think that's where this choice really comes in. because people have to say, well, my home was not that way growing up, but I'm going to start right where I am today, and I'm going to make our home a happy home starting where I am. Does that mean that happy homes are perfect homes?
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. We often laugh. People sometimes think you have a happy home or a perfect home or a perfect marriage or whatever. And, you know, we're all human.
Right.
We're all flesh. And so, no, it's not perfect, but we choose to make it a joyous place. I always desired to have a home that when your dad came home from the office or from wherever he was out working, that he was happy to be home. He wanted to come home. And for you and Stacy, for you all to want to come home, you know, when
Absolutely.
school was over. So that was my desire, to make it homey, but make it enjoyable.
Well, you know, I'm convinced fathers are called on to lead their families, but I believe more and more that mothers guide the spirit of the home, the atmosphere of the house, you know, I'm sorry to use a word, but it seems shallow, but the feel of home life is dictated so much by the wife, by the mother. And I think one of the things that God has taught me, and I've seen this in you, is that before you can have a happy home, you have to keep a happy heart.
That's true.
You have really worked at trying to have a devotional life and keeping your own soul glad. That's essential, isn't it?
Yes, it definitely is, because life gets tough, and every day is not a happy day, but we can be happy within our soul because of what Christ did for us. And if we choose to every day begin the day with the Lord, and then from there, then share that with your family, then you can have a happy home.
I've told people all over the country, the greatest thing you and Dad gave us, you gave us material things, and you gave us rules, and you gave us a few spankings along the way, but the greatest thing you gave us was a good dose of the joy of the Lord. We actually grew up believing it was enjoyable to serve the Lord, and you could have fun and live the Christian life. And so I'm very grateful to God for that. This whole emphasis on enjoying the journey for me really started very early on that way. What would you say, just give us 2 or 3 quickly practical suggestions for people who want to keep home happy, try to make it a more joyful environment? Where should they start?
Okay. Well, they should start definitely with the Lord. And then after that, then husbands and wives, they need to have a joint effort, that they're a team working together. So they need to keep their marriage happy. They're right between themselves, and then to share that with the children. And yes, you're gonna deal with difficulties as days goes by, but the Lord will help you. And then for those that, one thing I might say, I grew up in a home where my mother was a stay-at-home mom, and I realized that in the days at which we live, there are a lot of homes that both husband and wife are working, and you understand that it's not always possible for mama to be home, but you can still have a happy home. That means husband and wife have to work together a little harder and help each other a little more to get through the days, so that there can still be that quality time that you spend with your children. Just, you don't have to spend money on them. You don't have to buy them things or take them to do things. Just spend time with them.
That's great.
Read a book, sing, laugh, play games, whatever it is. The time element, I think, is probably one of the most important qualities that I can think will help with a happy home.
That's so helpful because, growing up, Dad was very busy. He was working in business and in ministry, out of town a good bit. But you worked to make even the little things special for us. And then we all worked, and Dad worked real hard at having family night. Yes. And that was not always some elaborate thing, but it was time together. And that certainly helps. I like what you said earlier about playing good music around the house. I think that helps the atmosphere of a home. But I want to encourage everyone that's listening to us today. There are no perfect families. There are no perfect situations. But you can have the joy of the Lord, and you can have a happy home. And that's what we're praying for you today. God bless you and your family.
We hope that you will spend some time talking with your family today about these truths from God's Word, and spend time praying for each member of your family. You may find additional podcasts, helpful articles, full-length Bible messages, and other resources at enjoyingthejourney.org. Until next time, may God bless you and your family.